Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. So yeah, Jason Kidd has been atrocious this series. He's been atrocious. The problem that the Mavericks are having, the problem that they're having is that Jason Kidd doesn't know how to adjust well. But most of it is on the game plan. The Warriors are very weak in the middle. Popular to everybody's belief, they are. They're weak in the middle. Kevon Looney is not a rim protector. Kevon Looney is more of a defender slash rebounder. The problem is the lights are too bright for the Mavericks. That's all. This is their first time being in this position. It's more what they're not doing, and it's a little bit of what the Warriors are doing. Steph Curry has finally played like a basketball player, finally. Instead of shooting all these damn threes, he went to the hole. Clay was going to the hole. They were hitting Draymond Green off the pick and roll to the basket. Andrew Wiggins just baptized Luka and sent him to heaven. I mean, it was crazy. But the Mavericks have to do this. They have to get a big man. I mean, a real big man down low who can get rebounds, who can box out. They need to get them those. Me, I'm the proponent of getting two big guys, like a guy who's like a four, a legitimate four, and then I would get a five, a guy who's dominant, a rebounder, a guy who can make things happen. But see, this is the problem with today's NBA. You know, everybody thinks small ball is the way to go when it's really not. And that's why I tell people that a Bob Cousy would have dominated this era because you guys don't guard the goddamn paint. They don't guard the paint. Now you got Kleber and Powell. These guys are like what, 6'9", 6'10", maybe 6'11". You got to put them in the post. Those are your postmen right now because you don't have any guys. But the problem is Jason Kidd, the lights are real bright for him. He doesn't know how to address it. And Jason Kidd was to me a top 5 point guard. Everybody's clowning Luka, saying Luka this, Luka that. Luka has played, in my opinion, the best he can play because you have a guy in Dinwiddie who comes off the bench and jacks up 83s. You got another guy in Reggie Bullock who I can't do nothing but shoot the three bullet, has done this his whole career. Finney Smith, you guys have got to utilize Finney Smith more in the post. Finney Smith could play in the post. You have to put him there. He's very tough. He's very physical. That's probably your most physical player on the team. You have to put him in the post. The thing with the Mavs is also they don't use the rest of their bench. Jason Kidd could have put anybody else off the bench in there to try to get a spark. See, this is what coaches used to do when I was growing up and also back in the day. They didn't go by this, oh, well, you have a certain amount of players that you play in the playoffs. No, you don't. Do you have a bench? Okay, so 6 through 12 on that bench could be used. You can use anybody. Listen, get rid of Boban. He ain't nothing but a damn sideshow. I know you guys are enamored with a white guy that's big, but we've seen plenty of white guys that are bigger than him. George Murson was big as him, if not bigger, but he had game. Sean Bradley wasn't all of that, but he was better than Boban. It's like Boban. It's like all of this fakeness. You need to get rid of him. You could have used that roster spot for a legitimate big man down low. All of this stuff is sideshow action. Now, everyone wants to say, oh, well, you hate Steph Curry. I don't hate Steph Curry. And I'm not a fan of Luka. I like Luka. Luka is one of my favorite players in the game. You know, I have a lot of favorite players because I love the NBA. I love the NBA growing up. You know, so that's what I'm saying. I don't hate Steph Curry. My problem is that you guys are over glorifying Steph Curry by trying to put him with the elite players of the yesteryears. And this is why the players of the yesteryears don't respect none of you bum ass people in today's era who's the fan as well as the player. You guys are benefiting from a no hand check rule from a physicality standpoint. You guys are getting away with that. If Steph Curry played back in the day, he would be a role player. He would either be a starter or he would be coming off the bench, which is the facts. I believe he would come off the bench because it would have been too physical for him to play that long. He would have had to change his game. He would have had to bulk up more on muscle. He would have had to get stronger in his lower body. He would have had to work on his lower body more. Now, Steph Curry in today's NBA, he's probably the best player. Like I got him ranked number 1 right now as the best player because he's earned it. In today's NBA, he is a superstar. He's earned it. He's done things that others haven't done. But overall, he's not a top 50 player. He's not. I mean, he hasn't shown me top 50 worth of play. All these guys today are not in the top 50. I would put a lot of these guys in like the top 65 or top 70 or 75. A lot of these guys would be in that range, if not the 80s, 90s, or 100. Seriously. So you mean to tell me if I put Steph Curry in the day of KC Jones and Bob Cousy, you think KC Jones would annihilate this guy at the point position? Oscar Robertson, are you kidding me? Oscar would have locked him down on both ends of the floor. Steph Curry, in this day and age, you have a lack of two-way players. Guys don't play both sides of the ball no more. So he has benefited from that. But I'm not going to sit here and let you guys tell me what I like and what I don't like. No, I have no problem with Steph Curry. My problem is he's being overglorified. You guys are doing the same shit you did with Michael Jordan when Michael Jordan wasn't the only person out there. Michael had a team around him. Steph has a team. The difference between Mike and Steph is Mike can carry a team. Steph can't carry a team. He can't. If I put him on the Orlando Magic or put him on the Houston Rockets, do you really think he would make the playoffs? No. Steph Curry is a player who plays in a system and he needs a team built or constructed to where it covers up his weaknesses like defense, mid-range, um, controlling the ball, facilitating. Now, this series, I give him a B minus on his facilitating. He's done a great job facilitating the ball, which I'm surprised because usually I have him around a C or a C minus. But he's at a B minus. I say a B because he's really been playing good facilitating the ball. Now, Jason Kidd also. How don't you know how to attack the zone? See, this is what I would do. I would have pulled up a tape of college basketball showing all the teams who run the zone very successfully. And I would show him how to attack the zone, how to beat the zone, how to perform under when you're being pressured by the zone. You attack the mental of the thing of the court. Now, if they go a 2-2-1 or a 3-2-1 or a 1-3-2, all of this stuff, a zone was made to cover up the lack of defense. A zone was made because you don't have strong defenders. It was made really for the teams who had a weak defender. Like Curry's a weak defender. I mean, is he better than most? Yes, he is, but that's not saying much because 60%, maybe 70% of the players in the league can't play no goddamn defense. So they have to run a zone to cover up their inefficiency or their inability to play on the opposite end. Jason Kidd should have played a videotape of college of them running a zone, a legitimate zone. And if he would have done that, they would have got an idea. Reggie Bullock, I would have put him and Dinwiddie at the end of the bench and tried my other guys to see if they could have gave me a spark. Jalen Brunson has really lost a lot of he's lost a lot. When it comes to a deal, I would be hesitant to give him the big money because I don't know if he's built like that to take on the pressure of running a team. That's just how I look at it. The Mavs have played horrible. They played very trash. This is reminding me of the Kyler Murray playoff game where he played the Rams twice. Just terrible. But what else? The 3-point shot. Listen, you're jacking way too many threes. Jason Kidd should have came in and said, look, you guys have got to stop shooting this three. Y'all got to go to the post. Y'all got to go into the middle. My thing is, you guys did in game 2 where y'all had Luka getting the ball at the key at the elbow. Y'all should have done that. Y'all should let Luka post up in the middle of the zone. Let him sit there. Or you could put Powell down there because he's a little taller than Luka. I'll put Powell in the middle, get the ball, have him do a hook shot, keep giving him the ball. Even if he's missing, that's giving him a rhythm. You have to get the ball to your guys. See, this is why Golden State is whooping y'all ass. Because everybody touches the ball. Kevon Looney's touching the ball. So you know what that does for him? It gives him confidence to go to the other end and play defense. Right now, you got Luka dominating the ball 90% of the time, and then you got guys shooting the three. Then you'll have Brunson bring up the ball, and then he'll do what he does, but he's off because he doesn't have a rhythm. What Jason Kidd should have done is let Brunson and Dinwiddie go off. I would have let them two go off first. When Dinwiddie came in the game, let him get the ball, keep getting him the ball, tell him to go straight to the hole, get to the mid-range or to the basket. That's all I want you to do this game, son. That's it. And all Jason Kidd had to do was say that. But see, this shows that you don't know how to coach in situations. You were lacking the preparation, you were lacking the motivation, and you were lacking discipline. I'm very disappointed in you, Jason Kidd. Now, I'm not giving Steve Kerr no bail, so you guys have got to stop with this Steve Kerr's this. Steve Kerr is Phil Jackson. They're substitute teachers. They're overrated. They're managers of personalities. They're more of a game manager or a manager instead of a coach. A coach is giving you this. Now his staff is like Phil Jackson's staff. They do all the work. They do. Steve Kerr ain't doing shit. Steve Kerr's sitting back smoking a blunt. You know he smoke weed. You know he stay high because of his back. This is what I'm saying. You guys don't understand what I'm talking about. But Steph Curry is a great player in today's NBA. He is. Luka is great in this era. But back in the day, man, he would not have made it. And then Luka spending time talking to the refs. Look, The refs aren't going to save you. The one thing I was taught by my coach, don't depend on the ref to win the game for you. Okay? So, like I said, the problem why the Mavericks lost, lack of defense, too many threes, and lack of heart. Those are the three reasons why they lost this series. So, thank you guys, man, for listening. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit that notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if you guys do love what you hear, man, you guys can go to my Cash App link in the description box. You you can hit that link and go donate whatever your heart's desire. We also have the super chat button. The super chat works, as well as we have a super thanks, so you guys can hit that button too. So let me know in the comment section what you guys feel about it and stuff. You know, um, congratulations to the Warriors, man. The Warriors are probably going to get best team of this decade. I think they're the best team of this decade, the greatest team of this decade. Now where would I put them against the grades? This Warriors team was better than the Kobe teams. The Kobe teams with Shaq as well. I believe this Warriors team is better than that team. They would not be as good as the Bulls. I don't think they're good as the Bulls, but they're better than the Lakers teams that Kobe had. Kobe's those teams were okay, but they really weren't all that. They were carried a lot by the refs. Has the Warriors been given love by the refs? Yeah, because they're doing what they're supposed to do. They're going to the hole. But if we had to rank this Warriors team, I mean, you could say they're top. You got to go look at the list of greatest teams. But would this team translate to any era? No. This team is for this decade. They're the greatest team of this decade. But all time, I'm not putting them up there. They're not in my top 20 or 25, I believe. So, thank you guys for listening, man. We are out. Deezy.